Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we got the boy, Missy. She wanted the internet to hate her husband. And it backfired. You know anything about this? Normally this, you know what I'm saying, you be peeping stuff like this. I don't know nothing about it. So we going to find out today. Hey, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video.
Like it with a thumbs up.
It's a little cooler now.
Cool.
Yeah. Was it cold outside? Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
I'm sitting here sick and worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really?
Oh.
Seriously?
I do know about this.
What happened? Okay, I'll just see. He's
sitting in this car. Really? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in there.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car?
The guy got caught with his wife because he used to be sleeping in the car before he come in the house. We need our decompressing moments.
We do?
We do, and I didn't realize how important that was.
Apparently, Joe Budden's podcast and the ex-football players, The Pivot, I believe it's called, they decided that they were going to discuss my video with my relationship.
Well, shorty, you put it on the
internet.
So shut the fuck. Ooh, y'all be so slow. Y'all be so. It's right to be used. Anything you put online and you put out there into the public has the capability to scrutinize it.
So then he hears them talking about the whole scenario of what we were doing, what we were going through. And guess what he's doing now? He's packing his leave because these grown men wanted to come and talk about my relationship off of a video.
Oh, you the problem.
That's 1 minute long.
Now, in all actuality, it's her fault for sharing this conversation online, something that should have been handled in a private matter between her and her husband, but she decided to blast it all over the internet. Recently, in an attempt to go viral and have a little kiki ha-ha moment with her husband, a woman lost her marriage because she exposed her private relationship matters, ones that probably something they could have solved behind closed doors, to the internet. From there, it sparked a whole conversation about should men be able to or not be able to sleep in their cars when they get off of work to get a little bit of separation from their significant others, you know, people having their own place and space, their own privacy, etc., etc. And ultimately, due to some internet commentary, the husband left. But the real conversation should have been about this woman putting this stuff on the internet and how it completely backfired on her. If you haven't already, please hit this.
You didn't have to decompress in the car before, right? Yeah. Like you just sit in the car and just be like, okay. And just because it's a time to be alone, be in your own headspace, especially when you're living with a significant other. You might. Like, don't get it twisted. Everybody needs alone time. Everybody needs me time, decompression time where they could just possibly just jam out, vibe out, listen to their music without being, or him, he's tired, he worked the job. Like, sometimes, bro, I've been there where I be like, you just catch yourself like trying to just relax, bro. Because life been busy. Before I go in the house and have to deal with what I have to deal with as far as the home, as a husband. I don't know if they got kids or anything. But being the man of the house, let me just have time to be able to like breathe. Yeah. And everybody needs that, you know?
Yeah. Everyone.
I just you did it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she should experience it. See how it feels. You be like, ooh, shit. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna see how that feels instead of trying to make it a issue.
Yeah.
Subscribe button. It goes a long way for the channel. Y'all know I didn't just come off from a long day's worth of work. I had to lie to Danielle about getting a job because it's getting so hard out here. Each subscription goes to the Unemployed News Network. That way I can truly justify not having to go anywhere during the day. Now, back into the video. This woman is a TikToker who's known for posting intimate moments between her and her family members on the internet. She goes on these viral rants every once in a while, and the main thing to take away from this is that she exposes the storylines and the behind the scenes as to what goes on in her day-to-day life with her and her husband and the other casting characters in her life.
I'm sitting here sick and worried, and this man is sitting in this car.
Are you really sick and worried? Because you brung it as a problem. All you had to do was look out the window. You would have saw him out there. You'd be like, what is this fool doing? I'm going to let him know when he get in this house.
Let me get my phone so I can record him.
And laugh about it later. You know? If that was me, what would you do? You like, babe, I feel like you'll be like, babe, you okay? Come on in the house so you can lay down and go to sleep in here.
I was talking about like if I came out and you were asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. I thought you was like if you just sitting in the car. I'm like, I mean nothing. I mean,
No, I'm saying if you like came out and you saw me like that out in the car and all like.
Yeah, I would ask what's wrong and yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would be concerned.
But I'm saying, would you get mad about it,
No.
or you? I swear, I feel like you would be like, "Babe, just come on in here and lay down." You just
I
go
wouldn't get mad about it though. I'd be more concerned, like if something's wrong, other than making it a problem, making it an issue,
or trying to go to the internet with it.
Well, I would never do that though.
Really? Seriously?
You see how she's trying to ignore
Seriously?
Is he here?
Why are you sleeping in the car? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in there.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car?
For what it's worth, I don't think it had anything about her being so terrible. Sometimes you just get so tired that you want to stay out in the car, or you don't even think about it. You're listening to your favorite music, listening to your favorite podcast, you park into your driveway, you shut the car off, and then before you know it, an hour or two has passed.
Yoda.
So the granddad is where I'm on.
2,000 years later.
I'm about to say, this a little risky though. If you still got the car on and you in the garage with the garage door down, that's a little risky.
It's up.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's a little risky doing it in the garage though. There's the fumes. I'm talking about the fumes.
Cannot. No way. No. Omar!
What?
So you mean to tell me you been up in here asleep?
Yeah. I just got off work.
I've been texting you.
Okay.
I've been calling you. I've been paging you. I've been tweeting you. I've been DMing.
My phone on D&D though, so I just got off work. I try to get a couple Z's before I come inside.
I've been you literally could just relax inside on the couch. What's going on?
It's different. The couch and then the noise and then you and then I could just be outside.
The noise and then me.
Yes.
You can hear my voice. I've been crying. I've been so worried about you. But you know what? If you want to stay out here, you can stay out all night long.
Okay. All right. You bring me a pillow and a drink?
Boy.
A lot of people don't have places and spaces where they can just get off their own personal things. So it makes sense as to why this husband fell asleep in his driveway. I often do it. Sometimes I don't even make it out of the parking lot. And I take a little bit of extra long time at the grocery store or the park. But ultimately it's because I want some time away from my confined space with my fiance. Not that I don't love her, but just because I want to go to sleep.
So
I've pulled up at the grocery store, like when I'm by myself, and just sit in the car before I get out.
I know what you like. But every time we pull up to the grocery store, you be ready to hop out. I'll be like, "Cease, chill."
Because a lot of times,
I'll be like chill
when we go, I'm like, I don't know. I'll be like tired, and I just like, let's get this over with. And so when I pull up by myself, I'm like, okay, let me gather my thoughts before I go in here by myself, because I hate being around a lot of people and it just draining. I have to mentally prepare myself to go into
me. I just be wanting to pull up sometimes, just be like, all right,
yeah.
And I'll listen to my music.
Is that you listen to your music?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When my girl at work, I'm at work. So when you go home, you seen each other. Yeah. Right. Sometimes you want some home. Ideal is home alone. Yes. But since you can't get home alone, you need some car alone. Yeah. That's like the best you could get.
The problem with these cutesy videos between you, your husband, your family members, et cetera, is that it exposes conversations that nobody should be having about your relationship, and it allows others to give their opinions, which can ultimately affect you, your significant other, and what you have going on in your familial household.
I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but like everyone shouldn't have a camera, right? There was this woman, she's a wife, and she just had
or a mic. Or a mic. That's the problem. Because even some of y'all athletes that love talking on podcasts nowadays, we know. We all went to school with y'all. We all know how y'all are. It's about 10% of y'all that should have a mic. The rest of y'all just need to enjoy your retirement and go off somewhere. We don't want to hear you talk. We had classes with y'all.
Man, come on.
Even, well, with some of y'all who wanted to show up. Because a lot of, let's be real, a lot of athletes and a lot of celebrities are highly uneducated. Y'all just got money and some type of status.
Cameron, she went outside and her husband was sitting in the car after a long day at work. And she just walking around filming this like this is something that I see as just personal. So I don't believe phones and cameras should be for everyone, but that's besides the point. More importantly, it's the story of the husband in the car and the wife coming there and not allowing him an opportunity to decompress after work.
Before we get to that, though, the first thing is everybody films everything because everybody wants to go viral.
That's the
exactly.
That's the thing.
Like everybody, like they film it all.
It's good for us because we get to talk about these real life situations, which is fine.
The husband tapped into the Joe Budden podcast and consumed some of the other commentary around this, and he has made a decision for himself. He has decided to leave this woman in the dust, and now all of a sudden it's the internet's fault.
My man don't have social media, so he would have never seen the video that I posted.
Well, shut the fuck up then, shorty. If he doesn't have social media, he doesn't interact with social media, then how does he see this?
True, and I also sometimes have to take a step back and, like you just said, like how much of this is actually like real? Because a lot of times, you know, sometimes the husbands be in on certain things or the significant other, whoever, and knowing that this is what my wife wants, this is what she does, she record everything, put it on the internet, this is how she make money or whatever the case may be, or want to go viral or whatever.
People get addicted to content, bro.
So, yeah. So sometimes I'm like, is this a real story or is this just another one of your other videos?
Like, because when I say people get addicted to content, I mean, like, addicted to chasing the virality of it. And not necessarily to say, hey, I want to put out fresh, organic content. Especially people who are on TikTok. Most people on TikTok ain't even trying to make money out of it. They just want to be famous. And they feel like, because I say it all the time.
Him sitting in the car and me trying to figure out why he ain't come in the house. But guess what he does watch? He watches those goddamn podcasts. So then he hears them talking about the whole scenario of what we were doing, what we were going through. And guess what he's doing now? He's packing his shit to leave because these grown men wanted to come and talk about my relationship off of a video that's 1 minute long. You guys don't know what happens in my house, okay? I posted that to give the two sides to the story.
Oh, trust me, and I don't mean this in a good way, we do know what goes on in your house. Now, we've seen this type of behavior before. People use social media as their journal, as their diary, as their way to express their emotions and feelings about personal and private matters that honestly should be kept internal. And with an introduction of the algorithm, these small, intimate moments have the chance to go viral, letting others have opinions and see what's going on inside someone's marriage.
So you woke me up for what?
You need to leave. I need you gone. Like, you gotta go.
Can we revisit this after the holidays?
No, today. We not doing the after holidays and prolonging this whole process. No.
So you're gonna ruin the holidays for everyone, for the kids, for
the holidays
my family.
Wasn't on your mind when you did what you did. Like, we're not doing this.
No, I'm saying, like, if y'all got problems.
I seen this video right here, and for some reason I don't know why I was like, "Is this fake?" Like I didn't know that the other video with the car incident. I've never seen that, but I did see like this part right here.
No, the reason why I said that though, what I'm saying is, once it's us as a union, we have kids. This is the family that comes first. You know what I'm saying? That's how, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But if this is causing, like, I ain't ruining for your that. No, I'm not. Nothing.
This is cyclical. This is a cycle, which you know.
Okay, but what? Okay, so your birthday, I was planning something real big.
That's
and
fine.
Now
that's my birthday. I don't need anything.
Can we
No, that's 7-8 months out. No.
So there is no reconciliation right now?
No. There's always a reconciliation. There's always a reclamation. There's always a recycle. We are not. No. You gotta go.
Are you really doing this right now?
Are you doing that right now on the camera?
Why are you on the internet recording a private conversation, escalating while doing these things? And this is a confrontation. This is something that you should be solving right now, but you're worried about putting it on the internet for validation of others. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think that there is valid reason for you to have some sort of recordings when you do have arguments with your partner. That is, if you are an arguer with your partner, maybe listening to it later on, playing it together can help with some of the conflict resolution. Maybe if you go to therapy, that makes a lot of sense. Or maybe you have somebody who is trusted in your in real life circle that you can play it for. But to play it on the internet doesn't make any sense to me. I do think when you introduce a camera into these conversations, it does change the dynamic of what we're speaking about. If I was arguing with Danielle, which we don't argue, thank the Lord. If she decides to pull a camera out, I think I'm making content, and I'm a content creator. So if you want to be Zoe Spencer, I can be Kai Cenat, and we can make a whole mafia-thon right now. But I'm also going to be worried about, are you taking this conversation seriously, or are you going to caption it later? Because I know how clip culture can get. The last thing that I want to see is a headline of content creator for the unemployed, Meezy is an ultra manipulator. Mind you, that's just because you clipped and edited the video in a certain way. That's weird to me. Now, I can understand if this was a one-off moment, but this woman right here continuously records the private and intimate details about her relationship with her husband and portrays them on the internet over and over and over and over and over again.
So this is the shit that I'm waking up to right now.
You call my son a shit?
I never called your son a shit. I'm saying you can't.
This is the
how
shit.
You brought this child here without asking me.
Don't call him a shit. So what? It's my son.
Are you serious right now?
I'm dead serious.
How
does that compare to you bringing another child that's not even related to you in the house?
Miracle didn't have a choice.
That was your choice.
She was here because there was no other choice for her.
Call the police.
You had a choice. You could have communicated that with me.
You want me to call the police on myself? This is my son. That ain't your child.
And you brought her up to say what? You to deflect from the fact that you.
I have to divorce her, bro.
What?
Even, I don't care if this real or not, bro. What are we doing? Like, if you want to make content that bad, it doesn't have to be this. Real or fake, it doesn't have to be this.
But
if you want to do content that bad, go find something else to do.
Well, obviously, if this is the case, then he in on it too. So you talking about divorce? If he in on it, then
yeah.
What we talking about?
This is stupid, bro.
It's dumb. It's just dumb. If it's real,
but what I'm saying
if it's real, it's dumb. And if it's not real, and y'all just doing this for whatever, it's still dumb.
I'm saying because sometimes the husband sometimes I gotta say that, reiterate that for you.
No, you don't for me.
Yes, I do. Just listen.
Okay.
Sometimes the man be like, well, that's my baby want to do, so I'm just have to do what you do to support her. He might not want to. Hold on. He might not want to, but to make her happy, he's just in on it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, but that's other things.
There's just some things that you have to like draw a line and put your foot down and be like, okay, when it comes to our relationship or marriage, we're not about to put that on the forefront for people's entertainment.
True.
No. True,
because then when folks see y'all in Kroger, be like, ain't y'all the couple that's always arguing on the internet? Oh, girl, it's just fake. You know what I'm saying? Because then people like, but is it really though?
Yeah.
Brought a child into my house without checking in with me. Your child that you had outside this relationship. That's the difference.
What you known about? What are you
outside of this relationship?
You're right.
And if you're going to bring, absolutely, but you check in with me.
What is there to check with?
You don't just bring a child in.
This isn't some one-off accident. This woman has repeated behavior of plastering her personal effects on the internet. And I've always made these stances and sentiments. While I wish the internet was some sort of place where you could go and throw things up and nobody gives their opinion on. For one, that's just not human nature. For two, hey, that's how some of us get paid. And for three, that's not how public things work. Maybe if the account was private, then I would understand. But ultimately, when you place something in a public forum or a public platform, you are inviting all of these consumers to your front yard to not only consume it, but also give their 2 cents about it. And now thousands of people are picking sides in your relationship. I do think that sometimes people think that they have good intentions when they go about plastering this stuff on the internet. I think about the DDG and Hallie situation. I oftentimes reference it when it comes to relationships on the internet. I believe that they were thinking, hey, if I can galvanize my audiences to, pick a side, it may help me in the court of public opinion, and ultimately down the line, it may help me get my custody battle won. But looking to the internet for some sort of support is a nasty conversation. Once something goes viral, you don't even control the narrative anymore. Literally speaking, you are just throwing something out there to the wind and then coming back and letting everybody dictate your relationship, the outcomes today and the outcomes tomorrow. This isn't just about her to me. This is more and more about how we have allowed the internet to infiltrate our houses, our lifestyles, our everyday walk. This is oversharing culture that has been created on social media. I know you guys have seen those TikToks where people are like, yo, just post 30 times a day, post 30 times a day.
I genuinely realized that in 30 days of posting, you could also change your life.
My content creation hot take is that everybody should be posting 30 times a day.
Instead of going out and getting a second job, I just decided to post more on TikToks to make extra money, and I'm so glad I did because, baby, I've been making bank ever since.
From 0 to 10,000 followers in 30 days. This is not luck. 5 rules to follow. Save this.
But in an attempt to post 30 times a day, get social media famous, get some traction or whatever, people aren't realizing that they are sharing real life conflict on the internet. Sometimes they're looking for a resolution, sometimes they're looking for validation, but ultimately they allow for others to come and put in opinions on stuff that they ultimately would not need to have done. Am I gonna cover it on this channel? Absolutely. I've done it several times, whether it be Hallie and DDG, whether it be the gym girl and her crush, whether it be that one time where that woman had got into a penthouse or something like that and she got arrested because she wouldn't leave. There's been plenty of situations where we covered them on the internet where people thought that, hey, this is a private and intimate moment that I didn't mean to go viral, but ultimately it does. But it does make me wonder why people feel more comfortable going to the internet as opposed to going to their partner. Is it because there's no real life consequences of comment 838 telling you off or, holding you accountable for your actions? Is it potentially because you may know that you're in the wrong, but comment 336 is going to tell you that you're in the right? Are people prioritizing being understood and seeking validation from strangers on the internet as opposed to fixing the problem in real life? Now, I know what somebody's going to tell me. People express themselves on the internet all the time. Omar, it's just Instagram, it's just TikTok, it's just Twitter, it's just all these other things. Why should I not have the enjoyment of posting something because maybe I want to look back at it later? It serves as some sort of video journal or picture journal for my kids down the line. But see, this is where people lose it, is that there is a thin line between sharing your life and exposing your relationships. And the consequences of you going viral and this blowing up can ultimately, blow up in your face. In this situation, her husband didn't have social media. Her husband wasn't somebody who was online all the time, and he still found a way to be subjected to the harsh criticisms of his relationship. And now when the relationship fallout becomes public, this woman is coming back to the internet and looking to point fingers at somebody as opposed to, taking accountability for her own actions. And I don't think the internet is to blame here. I just think that that's a simple deflection. Total side tangent, but I'm thinking about the recent OneCloud9 situation with his editor, Alex. Although Alex may have started off with some good intentions by talking about a potential creator who is taking advantage of him. Now, I did pass my judgments on that on the live stream. I don't necessarily agree with his claims and his sentiments, but where he did lose a lot of people is when he started to introduce this personal relationship story where they went down to Panama City and they, were on vacation together. And at first people were rallying behind him, but ultimately the tides turned quickly because this was a personal matter that should have never been brought to the internet. And once more evidence came out, a good amount of people started disagreeing, but I could only think that if this was resolved behind closed doors, what was the purpose of bringing a great deal of these things to the internet? What solution was brought out of this? That's the bigger question in all of this. What purpose does bringing this to the internet serve? The moral of the story is relationships don't get ruined by the internet. No. It gets ruined at the point when you start to make the relationship content. When you start bringing in real life personal matters, things that need to be handled within the partnership to the internet. And you seek validation from strangers about a situation in which should be resolved in your home with your partner or with the person that you're working with, whatever the relationship dynamic may be. I do think that relationships can survive when they're brought on the internet. And I do think silly little conflicts can be resolved on the internet as well. Hey guys, we're redecorating and I think the chair should go over here. She thinks the chair should go over there. You know, what are we thinking here? But when it's something that's real life irking you and real life plaguing you, I don't understand why people run to the internet to get some sort of validation. But hey, they know their relationship better than me. I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap.
But yeah, man, I really feel like people got to be smart when it comes down to the internet. You know how earlier when I said we need financial literacy class, I think nowadays there should be an internet literacy. Say it for me.
Internet. You know something? Don't worry about it. You know, don't even worry about it because
it's the internet.
When you tell me to say something, I never can say it. It never
like
works.
Literate. Okay, literacy. Yeah. Classes. Well, literacy. what you should do or what you should not do when using the internet. Yeah. Like I 100% believe that we should have classes like that, courses, and before you hop on the internet and do any kind of content on the internet, you should take those courses.
I just think that when it comes, I agree with you, but I do see no. I agree with you. It just in this matter, I just feel like I don't feel like you should bring your relationship problems, issues, whatever, just period. Like because people be like. Because we have stated several times again, like, this is not a relationship channel. Like, y'all should vlog. This is not a relationship. No, we react, bro. Like, we don't want to do the couple channel thing. And yeah, we a couple, we reacting together, but that's not the basis of the channel. Like your typical, when you think of a couples channel, like we're not there. This is not about our relationship and our life and things of that nature. Yeah, we may share personal things here and there, stories about something that happened in our past or whatever the case may be, but it's nothing like
no. We don't want to go down that route, just sharing, like,
and we don't seek validation from other people about our relationship.
Even though people love to try to come in and put their 2 cents in.
And again, we're out here. Don't we say this all the time? We're on the internet, so people are going to.
But I'm saying putting your 2 cents in about the relationship when that's not even the topic of the video.
True.
You're looking for something.
Yeah, sometimes things are just like unprovoked. I'm like, this has nothing to do with that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, I guess. But yeah, just have to be smarter, and if you want your relationship to work, keep it off the internet.
Yeah. But y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. I'm finna tell you what you do. You do this sometimes, and then you do this. So sometimes it look like this, and then sometimes it be like this. So it's you swaying. That's all it is. But y'all spam us up in the comments. Let us know y'all thoughts down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ No Kid. This is we are. We out.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.